list on PHP. So basically, there is a multiple way of running PHP code in your system. That you can run locally, or you can use online compiler like this, or one compiler, so that you don't have to install environment like XAMPP on your local system. So for few lesson, I'm going to use this one compiler. So basically, how it works is like you have to write some code here, and then press a run or the control enter shortcut, then it will. So let's change this to 80. Command just pressing control enter. So here's output and here's our code. So this is how it works on one compiler. So first of all, let's go to PHP. Most site is built on PHP. Even now in 2024, the date I'm making this video. So what is PHP? PHP is full name is full known as a PHP Hypertext Preprocessor. So it's an open source scripting language that you can use. It's one of the most common used programming language that's used on web technology for making websites and web application. There are multiple frameworks built on PHP on the top of PHP, like CodeIgniter or Laravel, and also WordPress, Drupal as well. So there's a multiple framework built on it. So main purpose of this series is that you should learn the basic of PHP, so that can help you on your journey to becoming a better programmer. So let's continue. So installing, we're gonna use our web version of ID. There is one compiler. Now syntax. Let's speak a bit about syntax, right? So here it goes. So let me zoom up. So basically, PHP syntax starts with this and a question mark, then PHP tag, and then closes with this and this. So anything in between this is considered as a PHP code. So basically, this is the starting tag and this is the closing tag. So you must have a starting and closing tag to start a PHP code. So now, so basically, what echo does is that echo will print your code, that string that I'm writing, that edit code can, to our system. So here is. Now you can also have to like put start semicolon at the end of it. It's a good practice for PHP, but it's not necessary for Python or other programming language. But you must use this on PHP. So basically, to print we use echo or print, and then for commenting we use control and this backslash. So this is how we, like, if you have to comment multiple, just press control and backslash. So if you are familiar with C or QBasic, you have heard like term case sensitive DBD. So is PHP a case sensitive? For like keywords, for predefined keywords like if, else, while, echo, and like a user defined function like my car, like if I make a function like my car, like those kind of thing, like predefined keywords and like custom functions are not case sensitive, but variable are case sensitive. For example, if like color, like this, let's say color, and this color is different. So things to remember is that if, else, like this kind of, while, echo, these like predefined keywords and custom function like my world. Let's say my world is a function. So these are not case sensitive, but they are like variable, and variables are case sensitive because this color and this color is different one. So let's speak about variable, right? So how we define a variable. So to define a variable, we use $sign. Let's call it's my variable, my variable and hit Ctrl Enter. So 22. So one thing to remember is that you don't have to declare a data type in here. You can just put string. If it's an integer or a float, you can just put a detector number here. If it's a string, you can use single quote or double quote here. So this you can just define it here. So also, if you want to check what type of data type is this, you can use var dump, and then like my variable. Just enter it. So what var dump does is that it will show its data type. For example, var dump my variable, it shows my variable is an integer because 22 is an integer value. So you can also change this to like welcome to my world. Now it's a string. So this is a string, also it's printing a value.